uh, an area Zululand for a long time, and
Okay.
yeah, lots of people don't know that I was also a part of the Zululand Idols, and yeah, that's where my music career actually started off.
That is pretty interesting. So that is that where you grew up in Zululand?
Not really. I actually grew up in Stanger, in a
Yeah.
little town called Gledhow.
And then you moved to Zululand.
I
So
moved to Zululand, yeah, because of my career.
okay, so you were with the Zululand Idols, did you say?
Yeah, yeah, it was called the Amfulozi Idols. Yeah,
Wonderful.
it's like a few years ago now.
So is that where the seed where that's where it all started? Is that how did, obviously there's a passion for music, and it started somewhere. Did you have a musical family? Where did it all begin?
Yeah, like you said, there has to be a seed for everything to start. So yeah, my family very musical. My uncles, cousins, my dad is a guitarist as well, and my passion for music actually started at school level, and I've always loved the stage. I've always wanted to be on stage and perform, and I'd make every excuse possible to get on stage, and yeah, just give it my all, and that's where it actually started. And then I joined a few bands growing up, and a lot of church work that I've done, community work, and then I got into like at secondary level is my schooling. I actually started a band in school, first multicultural band, and yeah, it was really cool, and that's where it all started, I guess.
That's wonderful. So now I know I've seen there that you're also pretty great on the guitar as well. So when you started, was it the voice? Was it the singing or the guitar or the instrument? The instrument, or what was the beginning? Was
Well,
it?
definitely the guitar,
Mhm.
and yeah, I didn't really. Well, I grew up not having a guitar, so I made every excuse to borrow a guitar, and like maybe ask a friend or so to lend me a guitar for a few hours in a day and just practice. So it was definitely guitar. So I have a passion for music, and that's where it started.
So are you self-taught with the guitar, or did you go for lessons?
Self self
Self-taught.
taught. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah. It's amazing because I'm actually self taught, but I actually teach now.
That
So,
is really something. That's really amazing. Well done.
thank you.
Love to hear that. So now it grew from there. What would you say is your kind of style or particular genre of music?
I'm very flexible. So I did a lot of rock back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but my kind of music now is it's more hip hop. It's it's very modern, contemporary,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I try and go more dance, sort of yeah, the dance style of music.
Fantastic. Um, any particular greatest influences in the music
Oh
industry?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I was like mesmerized by this guy a few years ago. That just came onto the scene, John Legend. So I've just been following his music all the way, and a lot of his influence you would hear in my music as well.
That's fantastic. So, Cregan, I got to ask this. When you were really young, I know you said it started with the guitar, but were you singing all over the house in the shower? Is that what your family like always heard you?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm actually very. I used to be very shy,
Mhm.
and yeah, no one really knew that I had a passion to sing. They would hear the guitar all the time, but yeah, it was just something that was happening in my head, I guess.
So the guitar was the passion initially. You taught yourself and all, which is incredible. And then how did the singing start? And I mean, you're a singer and a composer. You're writing your own songs and all of that. Okay, I can figure while you were doing that, you're musically inclined, maybe just sitting, songs pop up in your head, lyrics, and you're writing. But the singing of the songs itself, where did that begin?
Well, that in well at school, I guess just playing a guitar on its own was not enough to actually get the attention of the girls in my school. You know, so Valentine's Day, I had to just try and get to know a few songs and try to sing, and yeah, so get the attention from the ladies as well.
Well, that is pretty interesting. I'm sure it certainly got the attention of the ladies.
Definitely, definitely.
Right, so Creagen, I know that we're going to have the opportunity to hear you here in the studio. We want to talk particularly about your new single. Like I said, it's been a pretty busy year for you since last year. This is the third single that you've released in the from last year to now.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
definitely been pushing.
Yeah, this is just over a year and a half, and it's
Yeah.
the third single. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been a busy guy.
It's been really, really, really busy, and yeah, with releasing music and being a recording artist, I'm also a performing artist. So there's a lot to juggle between whatever you're doing, and then beside that, I work full time. So yeah, I have to like really balance everything.
And your full-time job, is that anything to do with the music industry?
Well, fortunately not.
Why fortunately?
Fortunately not. So yeah, I get a break from the music industry, and well, yeah, I'm quite lucky that I do something that I love. So my music and my day job is definitely something that I love as well.
Okay, that is wonderful. So you get the best of both worlds.
The best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
and it's wonderful where music can be your job as well. You know,
Correct.
because it's like with acting when people always consider it, oh, that's your hobby, and it's just great when you are able to do that as your job. I mean, how wonderful when you wake up every morning and you're so enthusiastic and energized about what your work, isn't it?
Yes, true. Yeah.
So tell us about the new single, the one that you've just released now that we're going to hear.
So I'm a writer and composer, and I've done a lot of the work on the production as well. So the new singles, it's basically about uh, the human the human life and the way we perceive love.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you're never too busy. You can be like a high flyer. You can be doing anything in life, but you always make space for love, right?
Of course,
So
of course.
yeah, so the single is actually centered around that, and
What is
then
it called?
it's called Free Falling. So
Yeah, very
it's
appropriate.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely falling for something, you know.
Fantastic. Now, when you're sitting down and you say you wrote this song.
Correct,
right?
I
You
write.
wrote this.
Yeah.
So, when you're sitting down, I mean, like, well, I'm always interested in, like, how does it, do you sit down and think, I'm going to write a song, or the things just pop into your head every day and then it starts writing itself almost?
Well, it's definitely different situations that you go through in life, and for me, I'm not a very vocal person, so I actually just take whatever people are going through, whatever someone's talking about, and try and put it onto paper, and it comes from there, you know, and then maybe a beat and a chord, and then we end up with a song.
Fantastic. Is there anything particularly that motivates you, or you just very observant to people around you and situations?
Now, definitely the human spirit,
Yeah.
you know, and love and happiness. That's the sort of vibe that I go for.
Very interesting that you say that, because we're talking a lot today in studio in the world, and things are happening around us that's really awful. And it's just appropriate that you're here today speaking about a song about love and free falling, and love is certainly something that we need in the world
Definitely.
today. It's something that we should be sharing and spreading. So we're spreading the love, and it's appropriate that we have you here with us to help us do that this morning. Creagen, I'm going to ask you. I know you're going to give us a little teaser of that song of yours, Free Falling.
Sure.
We can't wait to hear it. So maybe we can get you ready to do that.
Definitely.
You're gonna play the guitar for
Yeah,
us?
I've got my guitar in studio.
Well,
So
let's do it.
that's so cool.
Let's do it. We get Creagen organized with his guitar there, and we're going to listen to his song in a short.